Student, to understand vegetative reproduction, the first example is in underground stem. How the vegetative reproduction or propagation occurs in underground stem, that is rhizome. These are stem, underground stem, rhizome, tuber, bulb. These are underground stem. So before going in this in detail, you should know what are the features of the stem. What is the feature of the stems? Stems have nodes. These are nodes. And in between nodes, internodes are there. These are internodes. And the another feature, through these nodes, new branches develop. These are the features of the stem. Though we can prove that ginger is not root but it is rhizome, that is stem, because it has nodes. These are nodes. What are these? Nodes. And so they have internodes also. From one, similarly like here, the node give rise to buds and bud give rise to the branches and leaves. Similarly they have buds on their nodes. And from the lower surface of the node, they strike adventitious roots. And these buds ultimately develops into a new individual. But this is underground. This is underground. So before learning this, you should know the features of stem. That stems have nodes and internodes, and from nodes buds develop and bud give rise to new plant. Now the next example is the tuber. In rhizome the example was ginger, and in tuber the example is potato. This is the stem of potato plant, and these are the nodes give rise to the branches. These slender branches, this penetrate the soil. These are the slender. Again the same feature, nodes, internodes. Node give rise to new branches, and branches penetrates inside the soil, and from the tip of the branch absorbs nutrients from the soil and swells up to form tubers. Swells up to form tubers. Now when we see tuber in detail, it will give you the idea how it gives rise to new plant, new organism. You see, children, have you seen the old potato tubers? They have buds. They have buds, and this is scar-like structure. These are nodes. These are nodes because they develop buds, and the entire structure altogether it is called eye. Now this potato can be considered as the seed of the plant. As much as eye the potato have, farmer divides that much part of the tuber, and then they show this in the soil, and the bud develops into new plant. Clear, children? And the tuber's example is potato. Similarly, we have the next example, bulb. In bulb, the examples are onion, garlic, tulip, and so on. Now if this is stem, if bulb is stem, it should have the feature of stem like nodes, internodes, buds and roots. Let us see. In bulb the stem becomes condensed. This is the condensed shoot or stem. Condensed shoot or stem, and that becomes disc-like, like this. And so if anybody says you that condense the stem, nodes will come here. These are the nodes, and these nodes will give rise to buds. These buds develop into fleshy leaves that we eat in the vegetable. As vegetable, and the outer brown color is called scale leaves. and if we allow this, if we don't remove from the soil and if we allow it to grow in the soil, then this bird will grow into new individual. These birds give rise to the new plant. This is terminal bird in center and all these are auxiliary birds. So the ultimate explanation of each example, whether it is giving rise to new individual or not, isn't it? So this is all about underground stem. Now in vegetative reproduction, we have studied underground. Now we are going to study vegetative reproduction in aerial part, and then after that we will study in subaerial part. When we see in aerial parts, we have one more example, that is bulbils and leaves. Bulbils which is small bulbs, and the best example to study bulbils are agave and dioscorea. In this plant, children, what happens in this plant? This is the stem and these are the nodes, but from the axil of the leaf, this is the axil of leaf. Here, thick fleshy buds develop. Fleshy floral buds develops. Fleshy floral buds. These are bulbils. These bulbils, they detach from the parent plant, fall on the soil surface, strikes adventitious root, and this bud develop into new individual. This is adventitious root. Lower part strikes adventitious root, and the upper bud, bulbils develops bud, and this develops into new individual. So this happens in the aerial part. Now the next one, the example of the vegetative reproduction in aerial part is from leaves, and the best example and popular example is Bryophyllum. Best example is given Bryophyllum. In Bryophyllum, what happens? When the leaf detaches from the parent plant, falls on the soil, from the lower surface of the leaf strikes from the margin in the lower surface of the leaf strikes adventitious root. Which kind of root? Adventitious root. And from the upper surface of the leaf, give rise to the buds, and then this bud develop into new plant. Once again, children, what happens here in Bryophyllum? After detaching from the parent plant, when the leaf falls on the soil surface, the lower surface from the margin of the leaf, from the lower surface, it strikes adventitious roots, and from the upper surface it gives rise to the buds, and this bud produces new plant. Student, in the vegetative reproduction, the last part we are going to study subaerial stem, and in subaerial stem we are going to study first runner, then sucker, stolon and offset. Runner, sucker, stolon and offset. In runner, there is a slight difference between runner and stolon that I will tell you in between. Stolon is a kind of runner only. So the best example of runner are doob grasses. They spread very fast on the soil in the garden. So they are called runner. How they do this? Just see. Here what happened? The lower thin prostrate subaerial stem. It comes from the soil surface and creeps on the soil surface very fast. Like this is the upper. Similarly, this is the thin prostate subaerial stem. It creeps. Thin prostate subaerial stem creeps on the surface of the soil. And the part where it touches the soil, the node, it strikes the adventitious roots, and the upper surface gives rise to buds. And these buds produces new plant. Clear, student? So this is the main line. A thin prostate subaerial stems fell on the soil and creeps. And the part where it touches, the node touches the soil, strikes the adventitious root, and the upper part produces buds that develops into new plant. Now the sucker. Sucker, the best example is mint and pineapple. Here what happens? Here the node below the surface of the soil. Node below the surface of the soil. You see, this is the surface of the soil, and this node is below, and this is the above. But the node below the surface of the soil, first it grows horizontally. Initially it grows horizontally, then it becomes oblique. Later on it becomes oblique. And during the growth of the oblique stem, it absorbs the nourishment from the soil. It absorbs the nourishment from the soil as well as the parent plant. The best example is mint. Now children, the stolon. Stolon is the next subaerial stem which shows vegetative reproduction. As I told you, stolon is a kind of runner. It is a kind of runner, like runner. Then sir, what is the difference? Difference is that here the branch was thin, here also the branch is slender, but they have hard stem. These branches have hard stem, growing horizontally. This is the difference. That here it was very thin and prostrate, but here slender and hard. Same thing happens here. When this slender and horizontal, this slender and hard stem touches the soil surface, the nodes strikes adventitious root, children, from the lower surface, adventitious root from the lower surface, and the upper surface produces buds, and these buds give rise to new plant. Buds. This is the node. From the lower surface of the node, adventitious root develop, and the upper give rise to the buds. That develops into new plant. Now in offset. Offset, the example is water hyacinth. Botanical name is Eichhornia. Example is water hyacinth. Here what happens, children? Here this is the mother plant. In between, mother plant. This is seen mostly in aquatic plant like water hyacinth or Eichhornia. This is the mother plant, mother stem, and these are the axillary buds on the stem of the mother plant. These axillary buds produces many small daughter plants. These are offsets. Isn't it? So the vegetative, we can say vegetative reproduction occurs from the axillary bud produced in the mother plant. And the example is water hyacinth.